No, I have seen him. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Wa sallallahu ala nabiyyil kareem Muhammadin wa alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in. Before we were talking about Hadith Mursal. And Hadith Mursal is that Hadith, as we mentioned before, where a tabi'i, he attributed a riwayah directly to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So for sure, he has left a sahabi in between him and Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And then the tabi'i, maybe a major tabi'i or a minor one. So a minor one, sometimes he skips two persons, a major tabi'i and a sahabi. So that's why there are differences between ulama. That the mursal of tabat or the mursal of minor tabi'i, that is mursal, or this is maqtu, or what is that? But anyhow, in general, a tabi'i, whenever he attributes a hadith to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam directly, maybe he is skipping a sahabi in between, or he is skipping a tabi'i and a sahabi both. So that is called mursal. Now, what is the status and position of mursal as far as its being a source of law is concerned? Because hadith, as we mentioned before, that the two basic sources of Islamic law are the book of Allah and the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So mursal is also a type of hadith. Can it be a source for Islamic law or rule to be deduced therefrom? So number one, Shafi says, rahimahullah, and Ahl Hadith, Shafi and Ahlul Hadith, they say that mursal is a type of da'if hadith. To accept it as a source of law, it needs certain support or requires certain conditions. And Shafi rahmatullahi alayhi, he says that the mursal of major tabi'i or major tabi'in, the mursal of major tabi'in is acceptable. If, number one, another authentic narrator has narrated the same as musnad. Musnad means he mentioned the sahabi. So if the same hadith is narrated by another tabi'i, another narrator means another tabi'i, but in a musnad shape, so then this mursal is also acceptable. Number two, that an asar of a sahabi or a saying of a sahabi is similar to the subject of that mursal hadith. Similar to the subject of that mursal hadith. Number 3. The jurist has taken it into consideration for their fatwa. They have taken that Mursal hadith into consideration for their fatwa. Number 4. Scholars in general have taken it into consideration. Not a jurist, but who? Scholars. For their practice. Number 5. Another tabi'i has narrated the same. Another tabi'i has narrated the same as Mursal. But from other than the teachers of the first tabi'i. That the second tabi'i is taking a hadith from another sahabi, not from the same. For example, Hasan al-Basri, rahmatullahi alayh, he narrates from Abu Hurairah, for example. Yes? And Ata ibn Abi Rabah, he narrates, for example, from Abdullah ibn Masud, radiyallahu ta'ala anha. Hasan Basri, radiyallahu ta'ala anha, narrated a hadith. A Mursal means he skipped Abu Hurairah, for example. And the same hadith is narrated by Ata ibn Abi Rabah in Mursal Shaykh. Mostly, he relates from Abdullah ibn Masud, radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. So now, that Mursal is acceptable. Got it? And number 6. That the tabi'i concerned is such a man that when he mentions his teacher, so he mentions an authentic one and a reliable one. Authentic or reliable. Got it? But this note, this last condition by Shafi, rahimahullah, to me that is of no use. Why? Question. Because a tabi'i narrates mostly from a sahabi, and every sahabi is reliable. In sahaba we cannot say, oh, Mr. So-and-so, he is not that much reliable. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. To say about a sahabi that he is not reliable, it means that their teacher was not a reliable person. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. I don't know what happened to the iman of those people who say like this. Got it? Imam Razi and Hafiz Abu Zur'a They do not accept Mursal Hadith as a source of law. And Imam Hakim says, that lot of tabi'een they were also not taking Mursal as a source of law. But the tabi'een whose names were mentioned there by Imam Hakim, like Sa'id ibn Musayyib, that this is saying of whom? You should write it. Sa'id ibn Musayyib, Imam Zuhri, Imam Malik, Imam Awza'i, so Sa'id ibn Musayyib himself, he narrates sometime Mursal. You should write it. Sometime he himself, he narrates the Mursal Hadith. Khatib Baghdadi also says that Mursal is not a sufficient source of Islamic law. Imam Malik and Abu Hanifa, they both say that Mursal is accepted when the tabi concerned is just and reliable. And the Hanafi scholars, they said when the Mursal is the narrator, Mursal is the riwayat and Mursal is the narrator. When the Mursal is from the first three generations, then that is accepted. So the Mursal of a minor Sahabi, because Sahabi also he narrates Mursal. How? As I mentioned, that Abu Hurairah came to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam in 6th year after Hijrah. If he narrates something which Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam did in Makkah or said in Makkah, so it means that for sure he has taken that from another Sahabi. He has taken that. But he attributes the same directly to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So that's called the Mursal of Sahabi. That is acceptable according to all. You should write it. The Mursal of a minor Sahabi is acceptable according to all. The Mursal of a major Tabi'i is acceptable to Abu Hanifa and Malik. is acceptable to Shafi with the conditions we mentioned already. Yes? The Mursal of Sa'id ibn Musayyib. He is a major tabi'i. The scholars of Ummah, they say that the Mursal of Sa'id ibn Musayyib are acceptable because all of his marasil or mursals are musnad. Then a Mursal Hadith. Sometimes it is said that this is Sahih, and sometimes it is said that this is Hasan. Got it? Or not? The next chapter is, in the book of Imam Bukhari, there is no any Mursal. And in the book of Muslim, there are only 10 Mursal Hadith. Now, an objection towards Muslim is, Imam Muslim, an objection towards Imam Muslim is that his book is called Sahih. His book is a type of Sahih. Sahih is the quality of Hadith, and Sahih is a type of book of Hadith. Like Sahih of Imam Bukhari or Sahih of Imam Muslim. And a Sahih book is that one where there are Muslim Hadith only. Should write it. That's an objection. That Muslim is calling his book Sahih. And Sahih means that a book which has only Sahih Hadith, while he has 10 Mursal Hadith in his book. Imam Sayuti, he answered the question. That regarding the subject concerned, Imam Muslim brought in every chapter a Musnad Hadith. For every chapter he brought it, Musnad Hadith. And these Mursal are brought only as a support. Now, When a tabi'i says, write it. When a tabi'i says, this is, look, Mursal, as we mentioned, that the tabi'i said, Qala Rasulullah, Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said so and so. So Sahabi is dropped between him and Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. But when a tabi'i said, Haddathani rajulun min as-sahaba, a man from the Sahaba of Rasulullah told me. He did not mention his name, but he mentioned, yes, ambiguously a man. Should write it. When a tabi'i said, a man from Sahaba told me. So then, that hadith is considered as musnad. As we mentioned, that every Sahabi of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is just and reliable. So when he mentioned a Sahabi told me, even though he did not mention his name, that is accepted. Got it? Yes, see. Books regarding Mursal Hadith. Number 1, Al-Marasil of Abu Dawood. He has written a book by the name of Marasil, where he has put only Mursal Hadith. Al-Marasil, another one. Of Abdul Rahman ibn Abi Hatim al-Razi. Abdul Rahman ibn Abi Hatim al-Razi. Another book, Tafsir Mubhamat al-Marasil of Ahmad ibn Ali al-Baghdadi. Number 4, Jami' al-Tahsil. Jami' al-Tahsil لأحكام المراسيل. of Khalil al-Damashqi. Khalil al-Damashqi. Number 5, تعليقات على جامع التحصيل لحافظ عراقي، للحافظ العراقي. And number 6, تحفة التحصيل في ذكر رواة المراسيل، في ذكر رواة المراسيل لابن العراقي. And inshallah tomorrow we will go to another type of hadith which narration chain is not a connected and constant one or continuous one, and that is munqati, inshallah.